Hey everybody, this is Stacy. I have a junk journal share for you today. This is a journal that I made, and it also has a hand-painted cover. As you can see here, it is a landscape of a little windmill scene, and the painting does go all the way around the cover. And it is a hardcover journal, but yeah, so I painted this and aged it, you know, did a little distressing, and I sealed it, so it is kind of, you probably see the glare, but it is kind of shiny, so it resembles an old, you know, antique or vintage oil painting. It does have a rounded spine. I don't know if you can see that there. My camera is kind of, now my camera is really high today and I can't see, but it does have a rounded spine with the ridges on it. So when you open it up on the inside, there is a pocket here. I made this pocket out of an old file folder and I sewed it all the way around. Made a few tags here. Then there is a little pack of kind of ephemera for whoever the recipient of this journal is going to be. This is all original ephemera, really old, except for maybe this here. But, so there is a Willis cigarette, trade card, a teeny tiny little label, Dennison label. There is a coupon for Coal and Ice. And I want to make sure you can see this, and I'm trying to look in the camera. There are some vintage bus tickets from the UK. There is old new stock for a drugstore. There's an old book page made into a tag, some B&W coupons, old new stock of the cigar wrappers, and some vintage little bingo chips, and a little 3-cent stamp, and then this little tag that says lemon thin sticks. But anyways, I will put that aside. So that's in this old glassine envelope and in that front pocket. Okay, so moving on, we have, oh, there's a little price tag. So moving on, we have, now this is a copy of a trade card, an Arm & Hammer trade card, and then inside is a little tag that I made. It has some vintage trims, and it has a little plant inside of the transparency, and I sewed that in there. And so this is a little pocket, it goes in there, and this is full of wonderful old lace trims. And I left the strings hanging out, so whoever gets this journal, they can leave it that way or they can trim them out. So anyways, I will go through this quickly. There's lots of coffee stained papers in here, some tracing paper, little tuck spots and different ephemera. This is, can you see? Okay. This is a postcard receipt from like the fuel company or whatever. Here is some, this is from the SOO rail line. This is the copy part of this form. And then we have, here's an old book that is about flowers. And there is some digital stamping on here, not a lot. There's another, and there are a few references to Holland because of the windmill, but this is not a themed journal. But I just thought I'd stick them in there. There's some really pretty graphics from the Graphics Fairy. Here's the other part of that. And of course this says tulip. Here's the other part of that book page, that old book that tells you what flowers mean and the meaning of flowers. And then there is a glassine bag here with an old check dated from 1928. And old paper clips. I found a bunch of really old paper clips, so they're kind of starting to rust and be kind of funky. Oh. this. There's some more vintage trim and some designer papers. There's a pocket here. And I printed these mushrooms out. That's another design from the Graphic Fairy on some coffee stained paper. This is an old ledger from 1896, 97, I believe. But it has, you can see the fountain pen writing. And yeah, it's really kind of cool. From reading the letter, it has something to do, it's a company that ordered large amounts of paper. So I don't know if they made stationery or whatever, but so that's what they did. You can see where they ordered paper throughout the journal. Anyways, here's a little tiny pocket dictionary page from, this was dated like 1960. Here is a Harper's Magazine cover from about the same time that ledger was made, about 1896, 97 or so. This isn't old, but it's cute, and so I stuck it in here. It's just a little envelope. And here's another one of those utility bills, the stub that says paid. This one's from 1960. And there's the other half of that Harper's. And then this is a little collage that I did, and it says, "You will find it." So I don't know what you'll find, but whatever you're looking for, I'm wishing you luck that you'll find it. There's the other part of that journal, or that ledger. And then this is a copy of an old library card that I put the plant on there and ran it through the photocopy machine. And there is a tuck spot here with an old stock record sheet. And here is an old trucking repair invoice. And here is another old book that tells you all about flowers. This is just a little envelope. There is a piece of paper in there to write on. And this is a flashcard. And I made a little tag and put a little bulb pin here and stuck that on. But this is also a tuck spot here. There's the other half of that book. This is one of Tim Holt's found relatives. I thought that was a cute picture, so I stuck that in there. This is the really old tracing paper. It's almost like an onion skin paper. It has a great feel to it and a great look to it too. And this is new old stock. This is a vintage liquor label, I think. I'm not sure. I think it's liquor, so it could be wine. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't look it up. Some more of this really great trim. There is a bulb there. Here is an old small manila envelope. I didn't realize they made them in this size, and maybe they still do. I don't know, but this one's old. And then here's some little lace trims that I had pinned to the envelope, but this is from a really old quilt, and then these are from other things that I've used. And here's some decoupage paper that I stuck in there. This is a real old library card that I have. And the other half of the envelope. And this is just kind of a fake button card, but it does have some vintagey buttons on it. Another pocket here. There's some Sari silk sewn here. This is for New York Central System. This something about the conductor and keeping track of the passengers and that kind of thing. But it's like an envelope where they could collect, I don't know, money or tickets or something. Some old ledger. There's an envelope with a few little things in here. Just little things you can tuck away to write on. There's a Rolodex card. Here's some copies out of my collection of the back of some trade cards. And then this is an old, I like cribbage or card or something. So I stuck these in this envelope and put them in here. And another old ledger. There's a little, kind of a little pocket tab divider thing that I made. It has a couple little pockets in it. And it has part of that old, it has an old book page from that book that tells you all about flowers and different things, and more pages. And here's that other part of that pocket with just another little thing to write on. This is a very kind of eclectic mix of stuff. It truly is a junk journal. There's lots of different junk in here. So more vintage lace. There's some sheet music. There's a little envelope with a funny little card in it, or behind it. Here is some advertising out of one of those old Harper magazines. This is a bank statement from 1929 and a copy of another old trade card. But I thought that the bank statement was kind of cool. These giant checks there. Anyways, more paper, watch advertisement. Here's an old envelope from 1929 with a stamp on it. It is empty, so you can put things in there. And there's the other half of the music paper and the back of the book, and then your Ex Libris tag. So anyways, this will be going up in my Etsy shop, probably sometime after I post this video. And so I want to just say happy Friday. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I will see you back here real soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.